Toronto's real estate market in the month of July experienced a shift. We saw a slight downward trend as compared to June 2023. The number of sales activity declined as well as the average prices declined. Having said that, the momentum we experienced during the spring of 2023 has kind of come to a stall because of multiple interest rate hikes. As the inflation data just came out and the inflation rose to 3.3% in the month of July as opposed to 2.8% in the month of June 2023, I think this will force Bank of Canada to increase the interest rates even further. To be honest, except Bank of Canada, no one knows how things are going to pan out. So we'll have to sit tight and wait for the next Bank of Canada's announcement, which is on September 6th. By working on the ground level, what we're noticing is the properties which are on lower price points, especially condos between $500,000 to $600,000, they are still moving. And in some scenarios, we're also experiencing multiple offer situations. But on the flip side, the properties which are on higher price point, they're taking time to sell because buyers are coming in with offers which are less than what comparables are suggesting. Sellers are not accepting offers until and unless they're in a situation where they have to sell. So we're seeing a lot of scenarios where there's a standoff between buyers and sellers. So now let's deep dive into numbers and micro markets because each micro market behaves differently. So in this case, I'm going to focus on downtown Toronto, and in downtown Toronto, I'm going to focus on CO1 area, which is south of Bloor Street to north of Lake Ontario to east of Lansdowne to west of Yonge Street. So now let's check out the numbers. So here's the trend line of benchmark prices since January 2022 to July 2023. If you notice over here, this is where the prices went off the charts, and this is where the Bank of Canada stepped in. They introduced multiple interest rate hikes. And after 8 multiple interest rate hikes, if you notice over here, the prices kind of bottomed out in the month of January or February 2023. Post that, the Bank of Canada decided in the month of March and April to put a hold on increasing the interest rates. And after that, we can notice the prices started to climb up on a consistent basis. And again, in the month of June and July, the Bank of Canada increased the interest rate. That was a 9th and 10th interest rate increase by 25 basis points. And post that, we can see a downward pressure since the month of June to July. So let's check out what's happening year over year. So in the month of July 2023, the prices we're looking at is $829,000. And the month of July 2022, we're looking at $823,000. So more or less, the prices have remained flat. But if you're someone who's looking to get into the market or wants to sell in this market, I would focus on what's happening month over month as opposed to year over year, because month over month gives you more relevant information. So let's check out those numbers. So here's the trend line of benchmark prices since January 2023 to July 2023. And now we're going to do a quick comparison between June and July 2023. So in the month of June 2023, the number of sales were 354. And in the month of July, we were looking at 259. The average days on market the properties were sitting on were 17 in the month of June, and in July they were 18, more or less the same. Active listings in the month of June were 957, and the active listings have increased to 1067 in the month of July. So going forward, the date of September the 6th is going to be very crucial because that is when the Bank of Canada is going to meet and going to announce whether they are going to increase the rate of interest or no. If they do increase the rate of interest, I think going forward, there's going to be a downward pressure on the prices as well as sales activity. But on the flip side, if they do not increase the rate of interest, I think the prices are going to hover around this price point or might go up slightly. I'm not saying the prices are going to go up drastically, but they might go up slightly. But chances are very high there's going to be an increase in the sales activity because there's so many buyers who are sitting on the sidelines and waiting for all this uncertainty to get settled down. So if they hold on to the rate of interest, I think there will be an upward pressure on the pricing as well as sales activity. So if you're someone who's looking to get into the market, I would suggest to closely follow what's happening on the micro markets because news headlines gives us the generic information for the market as a whole. Secondly, each micro market behaves differently. Alright, that was my quick market update. If you have any questions about real estate, please feel free to book a call with me as per your convenient time by clicking on the first link mentioned in the description below. And please like, share and subscribe. This really helps my channel. And thank you and see you in the next video.